So what you do when you know or suspect unconscious bias is being directed towards you? Well, there are 4 key steps that you need to take in order to make sure you're in a position to reduce the negative impact of unconscious bias and turn it into an actual positive. Okay, so the first step is give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So give the unconscious perpetrator the benefit of the doubt, but call it out anyway. And why are you giving them the benefit of the doubt? Because the chances are they don't know that they're offending you, or they don't know that they're coming from a place which is offensive or negative towards you. That's why it's called unconscious bias. So give them the benefit of the doubt, but call it out anyway. How do you call it out? Using dispassionate developmental inquiry. It's that type of questioning. You have to come from that developmental perspective. Okay, the second thing is, whilst you're calling it out using DDE, never call out the core issue. Instead, call out the bias. Call out the problem. Now, why am I suggesting you do that? If you call out the core issue or call out the bias, this is likely to invoke defensive fragility. And that will get you in a place where you don't really want to be. So instead, just call out the problem, not the core issue. So if you didn't get a job, a job or a project, when it was given to somebody else and you think that you should have got it, ask what was the criteria for that project. Don't say, I don't think it's fair that somebody else got it and I didn't get it, because then you're starting to invoke defensive fragility. Okay, number 3, don't deviate from the DDE line of questioning. Stick with it. And if you stick with it, what you're going to find is that the bias will call itself out, whether it's racial bias, whether it's sexism, whether it's sexualism, whether it's ageism, whether it's ableism. It will actually call it out if you follow the line of questioning. So you don't have to say, you're picking on me because, or you're not giving me because that will come out and that will afford you and your colleague or the team leader or the manager or the director, afford you the opportunity to collaboratively deal with the situation. Okay, number 4. Now that you've got it out in the open, in a calm, measured, non-accusing way or non-accusatory way, you can collaboratively work to decide what are the next steps, what are the positive next steps. And if you need to bring somebody in from HR at this stage, at least you're bringing them in at a stage that you can address it properly, as opposed to just going around in circles and having a convoluted approach to it. So the key here is a collaborative approach between you and the perpetrator, but being led by you, the victim. And remember, drop the baggage, leave it in the lobby, pick it up on the way out. And pretty soon, after doing this, whenever you're confronted with unconscious bias, you're going to find there's no luggage for you to pick up because it's disappeared and you're in total control.